why I chose the A6700, which I'm going to be showing here, and over the A7C II. So I got the A7C II here. I bought it with the Viltrox lens, and the camera's great. It's almost the same thing as the 6700, and it's damn near another $1,000 more. So I watched several videos on YouTube. I'm talking tons of research I could do on YouTube. Finally went ahead and ordered them, so I can have both in hand, because they have all the great features I want. I was between these two cameras or an A7C IV or an A7 IV, and I wanted all the newest features. AI autofocus. I needed a really good in-body stabilization, and I needed. I like the idea of being able to integrate LUTs, all the stuff that the new cameras come with. I wanted, and I wanted portability because I'm not a pro photographer and I'm not a pro videographer. So I just need the camera to do its job for me. I need it for my social media content, YouTube content, and videos for my business, and that's it. I know that people didn't like the viewfinder. The viewfinder is something I wanted, but I don't take a lot of photo stills. So for me, it's just a plus having the viewfinder. So as far as ports go, so the ports on the 6700 and the A7C II are the same thing. They come with one SD card slot, which is a gripe for some people, and I wish at the price point these cameras are, especially the 7C II, we could get dual slots. But it's not a gripe for me either, because I come from the Sony ZV-E10 and I've been using one single slot and I've never had a problem with it. And I'm not shooting for no one other than myself. So I don't see that being an issue. I can see it being an issue if you're a business and you're taking pictures. So here's a box for the 700. I got the kit lens for it, which I'm going to return this camera, and I'm getting just the solo camera and a wide lens. I got the kit lens, the 18 to 135. It doesn't suit me. It's more for like someone who's a photographer, and I'm not. I'm more of a video person. So I'm going to be returning this setup here and getting just the camera and a wider lens. Kind of something like I got on this A7 II. So the A7C II is a great camera. I really like the look of it. For one, I like the silver on top. That was really cool. All the dials are the same on the 7C II as the 6700. All the dials here. It has one less custom button. There's one more custom button on the thumb grip of the 6700 here. It has the front dial here, and it has the switches on top. And the dials feel nice, and they're still really cool. It does come with one more dial here, and that's to change settings on the camera on top. It does come with the same shoe mount for your mic jack or any other item you want to hook up. One of the things that didn't help out this camera for me was that the grip was a little too small. The grip on the 6700 is perfect. For that small form factor the 6700 is, that grip is perfect. And, alright, so price, ergonomics, and then what tied into all that was that I could not tell the difference between my videos on this camera and the 6700. I would switch lenses to try to find a difference, and I did find a difference in low light situation. It was a lower light situation. The 7C II shot better in a darker room. It caught more of the light from like the windows, but it wasn't strong enough to make a difference, because the 6700 in low light situation holds its own very well. It does a good job. So for that reason, the 6700, almost identical quality as the 7C II. I had no overheating problems, which I saw on YouTube, and I live in Texas. No overheating problems, but I'm shooting in shorter durations. Small talking head videos like this, and then some footage while I'm on site looking at something or recording my car, or just stuff that I can record and then pause and turn the camera off and then go do something else and record. It's not constant shooting. What kind of pulled me to the 7C II was, one, the full frame capability. I did not know much about full frame, and I started just doing more research on it. Yes, it's a better sensor and you get better image quality. But for what I'm doing, it doesn't suit me. And a lot of people have this. I'm sure a lot of people are in the same situation as me, where they just want something they can shoot with all the updated features and just get the long return on their money, a good return on investment with the camera they buy. And you're kind of situation, well, yeah, I can afford a full frame, but can the crop sensor do everything I need? And that's what I'm in. And if you're in the same situation, if you're torn between these two, I would go the 6700 route. Save your money, put it towards lenses, or just put it towards one lens like I'm gonna do, and just rock with that for a while. And it's gonna do everything you need. Yes, there's more functionality with the A7C II, but there's also some things that the 6700 does better. For example, the 4K 60 frames per second doesn't get cropped on the 6700. That's a lot of numbers. Doesn't get cropped on there. On this one, it's the same sensor as the A7 IV, and it does get cropped at 60 frames per second in 4K. That is something that's better on that crop sensor camera. I wish this camera did that. As far as the features go, everything's the same, and they feel the same. The weight's the same, except the ergonomics on the 7C II. For me, it doesn't do it. My pinky really hangs over. And on 6700, I get a little bit more grip. But I mean, that's a compact camera. But at some point for me, it's a little too compact, which is nothing wrong. I'm not taking anything away from this camera. I'm just saying I was between these two. This is a great camera. I do not recommend, well, I'm not swaying you from it. That's what you want. I'm just saying if you're between the two and you just need it for what you need it, the low light on this is better. But the 6700, it holds its own, and it's negligible in between the situations. Now, I don't shoot extreme low light. Maybe that's where it shines the best. And you know what? Based on paper, it's supposed to shine more. It's supposed to perform better in low light situations. But I'm not shooting it in extreme low light situations. So why pay $1,000 more for something I'm not going to use? So small lens right here. So this is the Viltrox 20 millimeter. So it's small, and it's the perfect lens for it. But if I were to put something bigger on it, it don't look that great. So long story short, guys, this is what I'm going with. The 6700 is what I'm going with. And I do recommend, I'm going to return this thing and send it back. Yeah. Peace.